Hi, I'm Bill Johnston, historic preservationist.
And my name is John Partridge, and I'm with Honeydew Today.
And this is the historic Henry's Hotel right here in Ocean City, Maryland.
Bill, can you tell us a little bit about the old Henry Hotel?
My pleasure. It was built, according to property records, between 1891 and 1895 by Granville Stokes and a number of businessmen who wanted to open and run the very first African-American hotel in Ocean City during the time of segregation. Now, it got its name from the Henry family, which purchased it in 1926 and held it until 1964. And during the years of segregation, up until around 1964, this was pretty much the only hotel that really served the African-American community who came here to vacation in Ocean City.
And it had some notable guests here, didn't it?
You could say that. I mean, Count Bassie, Duke Ellington, and a young James Brown all performed at this very hotel.
Outstanding.
Mostly due to the fact that, especially from the 20s up until the 60s, most African-American artists were prohibited from performing anywhere else in the city.
And that ended in 1964 with the passage of the Civil Rights Act.
Precisely, although obviously a lot of the changes did take a while to trickle down through society. That's when the legal restrictions ended.
Now, this is a special edition of Historic Houses with Honeydew Today. It's Halloween tomorrow. What's the situation with the haunting right here?
This is actually where I found this house. There have been reports from pretty much the 1940s and 50s onward of hearing disembodied arguments where a woman is scolding her husband and children. Rather loud arguments at that. And, most fun for me, being a jazz fan, people have heard phantom jazz music playing in the downstairs hall, only to go downstairs and find out no bands are playing.
So am I correct to assume that both wives scolding their husbands and jazz music qualify as scolding or haunting?
As to the wife part, I'm not treading there, but I mean, for those married, you can...
Just for our viewers in the audience.
Maybe.
Okay.
Again, I grew up with a mother, so she did the same thing to my dad.
Now, these houses take a lot of upkeep, these historic houses. Can you tell a little bit about, you as an historic preservationist, what type of things do you look for when companies like Honeydew Today need to come in? The residents need a repair, you want to maintain the historic look and nature of the property. What type of things do you request that we do and maintain to do a proper repair?
Well, first things first, you got to determine what exactly about the building, both structurally and in terms of the interior and just aesthetics, are capable of being saved and which things are utterly beyond saving, where if you want to continue using the property, you have to divest yourself of them because they present a risk. That kind of triage is the first step. After that, you do research to determine what sort of paint and decorations it originally had in its most significant state.
And that's where we bring in somebody like you to instruct us as use this paint, use this material, and these things would be in the nature and character of the original property.
Absolutely, and one of the best ways of doing that is just starting with an initial deed record search, and then researching each of the owners, some of the probate information and the tax information. Frankly, the tax and census records are great for that, as well as local historical societies for that matter. All of these together, when properly researched and compiled, can give you the perfect roadmap to how to preserve and maintain a property like this.
Thank you, Bill, for joining us today down in Ocean City, Maryland. We appreciate it.
And thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.